Tea Break, then I brought out Workaholic, then I brought out the Sick Pay EP before the Grime to 5 innit? So it's all based along like the working class citizen theory era going on thing sort of thing. So yeah, that's how it just came about. Grime to 5, 9 to 5, that sort of theme innit, okay. Workaholic, yeah, had like a couple mellow tunes on there, innit, like more, they had a bit of conscious tunes on there. Not that Grime to 5 ain't got conscious tunes on there, but like Grime to 5 is just more straight grime, innit, like that core sounding, there's no mellow tunes, everything's just hype, angry, just chaotic, concrete grime, innit. That's the difference between Workaholic and Grime to 5, so yeah, it's just like more that core sounding grime, innit. I even re-recorded it like early last year. I had like 7 tunes ready done for Grime to 5, but again, it sounded like it was coming from the Workaholic vibe, innit. It had mellow tunes on there, so I had done it all again. I thought, nah, for it to be called Grime to 5, I need it to be sounding core grime, innit. So I just redone it. Now it's just sounding tough, really. Like right now, like obviously, it's got to a point where man can hear my name and say, yeah, M.I.K, they know the bars, innit? They know the signature sound, they know the tracks. Whereas a few years back, it was tight, innit? Man would say M.I.K and I'm like, who? But now it's more established. I'm just like scratching the surface. I'm more in the door, whereas a couple years back, it wasn't even that. But like now, I'm in a comfortable position, innit? I'm not even trying to get to a point where I know that I'm not gonna be able to stay at that point. Where I am now, I'm comfortable, I can relax, bring out my mixtape, I know I'll sell how many units that I need to sell and be comfortable in it. So that right now, I'm in a nice position, innit? I'm just comfortable doing my thing. People know the expectations, I know what to expect, innit? That's Murky's thing. I'm just like affiliated with it. I'm family tree. That's Murky's thing. Me, Ego, Shiftman, TKO, Murky, and myself. It's a nice little collective.
Yeah.
No people in there that like, man, a friend of a friend. That's what I like about it, innit? There's no like strays in the camp, innit? It's man them that know each other from day, innit? From early. There's no strays, and that's what I like about it still. So like, there's family tree. And obviously there's M.I.K. I've been doing my thing from early, innit? So like for me to be solidly in a crew wouldn't really work on my behalf because I've been doing this thing before the whole family tree come back. So I've got to do my own projects and I've got to do the family tree thing at the same time, innit? So it's fair, really.
Any plans for a mixtape for the crew, or?
Yeah. At the moment, everyone's just working on their own thing, innit? Like Murky's got his mixtape coming out. Ego's got his promos coming out, I've got Grime to 5 coming out, everyone's going to get everything out of the way. Then we're going to just blast off a little mixtape, ain't even got a name for it, but there's tunes there, there's beats there. So yeah, that's definitely around the corner still.
Okay.
On what you want as a person, innit? Me as a person, I like doing grime, innit? That's what I do, innit? I will never stray from grime. I will never stray. Obviously, if a label hears me for what I do, which is grime, and they want to sign me, or they're interested in snapping me up, it will be grime that they've signed me up for, innit? Yeah. These guys that are doing the pop side of the thing, the merch side of the thing, labels are obviously got interest in them because they've heard them doing some other type of music, innit? Whether it be electro, funky, whatnot, I don't know. A little bit of grime that's watered down. That's what they're getting signed for. But as in terms of pressure to do it, I don't feel no pressure at all. I'm comfortable. Music aside, I'm content, innit? I'm comfortable how I live.
Yeah, you
I
got your own
don't feel
sound.
no need to push myself out there and flipping want to do other types of genres. I'm comfortable. I love the grime music to the core. That's what I've been brought up around. Grime music, innit? Obviously, I've seen all the Time Tempers and that doing their thing, and it makes me think it's a good look because they're out there doing what they like, innit? Music's music at the end of the day, innit? It's music, whatever you're doing, you're an artist, you got to do what you got to do, innit?
Okay.
For the money, so.
Yeah, man, definitely.
I don't really see any relevance like on my Twitter account and my Facebook, and it says location. I don't even put London South East, but it's just there. Like I just put everywhere.
Yeah.
That's what I'm repping, innit? Like my music, like it's just nuts, innit? Like people that throw up their postcodes and that, obviously to them that's what they represent, innit? But like I say, like you didn't choose where you wanted to live, innit?
Right. So that's kind of a reflection on the scene that it's kind of matured a little bit. That.
Yeah. Like your parents didn't exactly. I don't know if your parents chose where you live, so why are you representing that? Obviously, you got to be proud of where you've come from, your heritage and that. But me personally, I don't do it at all. I don't shout Southeast. Everyone knows I'm from Southeast, but I don't shout it because it just flipping
Boxes you in a little bit.
Boxes man in. It's like when I had London up on my Twitter, I got people from Birmingham adding me, and because I'm from London, they're like, would you be interested in working with a Birmingham artist? And I was thinking, right, does that even matter? Like, I'm from London, that you have to ask me that question, innit? So from then, I changed it, innit? Because I don't want to be like boxed in like that.
Definitely.
I don't even know, you know. And when you say youngers, I don't even like I'm a guy, I don't even really listen to what's going on like that, you get me? Like, people that, when they say youngers, like, obviously, M.I.K's younger than me, so I rate what he's doing. Like, there's others, like, over the bridge and that, doing their thing, but I don't know, like, honestly, I don't honestly know, I don't really listen to the youngers, that's what it is, I don't listen to the youngers, I listen to myself and instrumentals, really and truly, that's what I do. So I don't really know what's going on, really too tough when it comes to like the other generation. Like I heard a little madness about Lethal B and them having a bit of a madness. I didn't even read into it too much, but like in terms of the grime scene, I think there'll just be a couple war dubs flying about for them. Couple war dubs flying about for the BMP, you know, the ones there, like just flying up, spending for the BMP and shit. But in terms of like what would it do for the grime scene, like affecting shit, I don't see why it should do anything, not unless they directly came at the grime scene and said, boom, you lot are just making riff-raff, then I think it would affect it. But like I don't see why it would interfere with what's going on in the scene right now.
Okay, cool, man.
Everything like MySpace /Mr. Crash Band, Twitter, M.I.K Music UK, Facebook, M.I.K Music UK, YouTube, M.I.K Music UK. Everything's M.I.K Music UK. Basically.
Okay. All right. And when's the album coming out? Just remind the fans.
Yeah, like, do you know what it is? Yeah, I said June the 1st since like last year. So June the 1st is what I'm sticking with. Grams of 5, June the 1st.
All right. Respect.